While living with Srila Prabhupada in Los Angeles in 1968, we did the drawing for the Bhagavad Gita, and we also did the drawings for Teachings of Lord Chaitanya. The drawings for Teachings of Lord Chaitanya, they took quite a while. There were 5 of them. Srila Prabhupada supervised every aspect of them. There was a picture of the Nabab coming to visit the Goswamis, the Rupa and Sanatan. There was a picture of Jagannath with Lord Chaitanya in the Jagannath temple. At that time, I had no idea what the inside of Jagannath temple looked like. Srila Prabhupada described how it was dark, and the pujari is sitting up on the altar, and he's handing down garlands. He described the interior. So I did the painting, or the drawing, according to Srila Prabhupada's descriptions. Later, when those 5 drawings were removed from the book, Srila Prabhupada was totally disgusted. He said, why they have removed these drawings from this book? Why they have removed them? And he had personally overseen them. And so far as the other illustrations, the illustrations to Krishna book, one of his statements about that, when he saw that they had been removed, was, why they have removed these paintings? Those paintings, those early paintings were full of bhakti. They were full of bhakti. The mood was very special, even though the technical quality of the paintings might not have been perfect.
One particular lesson, I guess you would call it, experience that I had with Prabhupada that till today I use it in my business, I use it in management, something that is it's just so overwhelmingly important. My wife was out in his garden, and I was fixing the garden, and she was out there, you know, taking care of the plants and stuff, and we were talking, and I was speaking in Portuguese with her. So Prabhupada yelled out through his window for me to come inside. So I went inside the room, and he said, first he asked me, are you speaking Mexican? I said, no, Prabhupada, Portuguese. And then he said to me, look, you Americans, you ruin everything. He said, one of you come and you change everything the other one did. And then you go away and another one comes and he changes everything you did, and he goes away and another one of you come and changes. He said, stop changing everything. He said, just save it. Don't change it, just save it. And that stuck in my brain since that day, that from now on, wherever I go and whatever I see and whatever needs to be fixed, I don't change it. It's like I can hear, it's like as if it was yesterday, you know. Don't change it, just take what's there, you know, and just make it better. You know, improve on the work that's already been put there, right? And make it, you can improve it, you can make it better, but just don't go in and change it. And it was funny how he said that our nature is we just come in, just rip away everything the other guy did and do our thing. And so that was a very beneficial lesson for me.
So in Montreal, it was Srila Prabhupada's birthday, and I decided to make a cake for him and celebrate it like Westerners do. So I baked a nice cake, 2-layer cake, frosted it, and put some candles on it, not 72, but a bunch of candles, and lit them all, and then brought it into his room. And as I brought it into his room, his eyes were big, and he said, oh, he was very surprised to see me carrying a flaming cake. So I put it on the altar and offered it, and then I brought it over to him and said, Srila Prabhupada, this is how we celebrate birthdays in America, and so if you blow out all the candles, you can make a wish. And so he blew out all the candles, but you don't have to tell anybody what you wish for. And so he blew out all the candles, and then I said, well, you don't have to tell anybody. He says, well, I wish only for Krishna's service. Only for Krishna's service. And then, of course, we enjoyed the cake. Western style.
I appreciated Prabhupada's strength. That, you know, never giving up, fighting for Krishna. I think that one of my, you know, fondest thoughts of Prabhupada is when the anti-cult movement was really prominent and it was really giving us a lot of, you know, trouble. And Prabhupada, you know, was in New York, and, you know, his statement was that I wanted to, you know, fight for Krishna with my last breath. So that to me was very, very, very significant and important. That strength that Prabhupada exhibited, that he never give up, no matter what the circumstances. And I felt that Prabhupada was a real, you know, warrior. You know, Prabhupada was a real warrior for Krishna. You know, he would do anything for Krishna, whatever it took. He wouldn't be, you know, it wouldn't be a setback. It didn't matter. It was all, you know, and I think that strength was exhibited from the first time he came to America, you know, before he came to America, how to get here, you know, in Jaladutta, that strength, you know. So most people would have turned back than going through in New York in the early days. And then, of course, you know, he was such a great, he had so much strength that he had this vision of so many temples, so many devotees, and he would never give up, no matter what the circumstances. So, yeah, I personally appreciate Srila Prabhupada for his, you know, undaunting devotion and strength, you know, to the instruction of his spiritual master and, of course, to Krishna.